Hello and welcome back to Rebellious Menstruation. Today's video is on low waste issues that I have with no trace principles. I see these no trace principles primarily, there are 7 of them in total, but primarily they deal with adequate disposal of waste, both trash, spilled food, litter and human waste. Which of course includes toilet paper and hygiene products. And of course, pack in and pack out principles. So leave what you find, don't disturb anything, and obviously take what you take out, what you take in. And also the reverse of that is don't take out what you find in there. So the purposes of these principles is to leave nature as unchanged as by being in it as possible. This is why the first principle is essentially be prepared and also plan ahead, as this minimises the rest of the impact of hiking. However, I have noticed that while the principle is often quoted and promoted by vloggers, they're also inevitably using water bottles. Plastic ones. Mostly smart water plastic bottles. And a lot of this has to do with the fact that obviously plastic water bottles are a lot lighter than these types of metal water bottles. And also when you have a water filtration unit, like a Sawyer, which is actually the water filtration unit that I have, a Sawyer will actually screw straight onto a smart water bottle. Obviously I don't have a smart water bottle for this video because I don't buy plastic water bottles. And of course, obviously, there is a slight flow-on effect as well to single-use meals, protein bars, and kind of going towards a light disposable items that are for both ease of use, ease of convenience, and ease of replacement. So if your water bottle dies, you can just replace it with a new one. Once you get out, you can throw away your, single-use meals. In consuming the amount of media that I do, of course I do, regarding hiking and how to pack your bag and what to take and beginner mistakes and all of that type of stuff, the more, lightweight on the scale that you get, which does actually make sense, because if you're trekking and you're hiking long distances, which is actually what I have planned with hiking the Bibliman, it's just over 1,000 kilometres between Albany and Perth, and the lighter the pack that you have, the easier it is on you. However, the more towards the lightweight scale that you get, the more plastic substitutes that you get, like smart water bottles for steel bottles, the more use of Ziploc bags, and the more use of dehydrated single-use meals, and of course this obsessive need for lighter and more convenient items and marginally more durable. Actually, most of the time, a lot of lightweight gear is actually less durable than heavier items, is producing a kind of toxic plastic side effect that is diametrically opposed to these leave no trace principles. Why expout them when you are, and let's be honest here, not really living by them? There is no pack out that is sustainable. That waste must go somewhere. Adding to the waste that goes to landfill that you do not actually have to personally deal with is infuriatingly illogical to me, especially when there is food waste and water is involved. It gets really out of control. Hiking has so much potential to be lower waste and lower impact, but they've had but it's kind of hard to sift through information that where fancy water bottles are too heavy, so let's leave the steel at home and carry these plastic water bottles because they're lighter. The comfort of modern life, accessibility to clean water, plumbing and removal of waste does not mean pack waste out is a solution. It should mean packing in less and more sustainable items. I have several things that I've already replaced, like I am taking the steel water bottles. I've got these stasher bags instead of Ziploc bags, and I have essentially, instead of like putting your clothes in Ziploc bags, I have them in, I just have them in my pack. I have obviously double-walled steel bottles for water. I do have an emergency bladder pack as well. I'm still not sure on the food, really not sure. I don't know how to get around that. I'm doing an overnighter next weekend and taking some things, and I will be taking a film of that hiking adventure. I think it's 15 k's into the campsite and 15 k's out, so it's not a very big one. It's a very, very, very light one. But this is really just so we can take a lot of the equipment that we have. I have a bit of new equipment to test out on the trail with me, so we're going to be doing that. And I'll most likely definitely have some plastic items with me, with the filter that I have, the soya filter, their bags. Like, I'm taking one of their bags with me, so that I can obviously fill up the bag with dirty water and then squeeze it through the soya into my water bottles. I have this one and another one. I'll be filming that anyway and seeing how we go. And I'll update you guys, I guess, in 2 weeks. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your morning, afternoon or evening, depending on where you are in the day. And I, of course, will see you all next video. Bye, everyone.